I want to try something different. So I look at life differently from other people, and sometimes in life we always try to get things going in the right directions, and sometimes things don't go the way you plan. So I've been trying so long to find the right mount for my car, and I never get a chance to find that right piece of equipment, because either it be too hot in Texas, the adhesive deal falls off, or the audio may be too gone. But I really want to be able to talk to you all while I'm driving from work, and I believe I can give most of my good material that's on my mind, and it can be more of a vlog style, and maybe I could do like a car chronicle or something like that. Just let me know if you guys are interested in something of that caliber of talking. And of course, you know, while I'm driving, I will not be looking at you all, but because that's dangerous. Of course, you don't want to get wrecked and have a wreck or anything for distracted driving. Safety is always first. But for those who are interested in things like that, that's what I want to do. You know, just my thoughts on the Cowboys or in life in general, what I went through and on a day-to-day basis, or even talking about the beard. You know, everybody want to know how to grow your beard. My thing is, you got to eat the right types of food. Vitamin E is always essential. I take multivitamins, of course. I forgot the name of it. GNC got this vitamin that you can take, and it's a very good product that you can utilize to. I forgot what it's called. My memory is shot. I guess it don't work with memory. But that's what you can take, multivitamins, to help that beard grow, and eat the right foods, of course. Another thing that works out too, believe it or not, is olive oils, fish oils, and stuff like that. You got to get the right kind though. Kind of don't cloud up when you taking those. And another thing I want to talk about is expectations of the season. I know you guys want to hear more about Cowboys, since I'm so drawn into Cowboys. Expectations are still the same. First of all, during OTAs now is more of a training camp, and during the preseason, the main thing is to do proper evaluation. That's number one. Number two will be health, and then number three will be like, hey, when your first start of the season, you don't want to start off slow. I did several videos on why the Cowboys need to start off fast. You don't want to lose a game that you should have won, especially in this type of climate. We already know about momentum. Momentum is everything. Don't let nobody fool or trick you and say it's not. I think that I can recall 2 or 3 teams that won a Super Bowl purely off of momentum. One being the Eagles, they're out of our division, believe it or not, and the other team would be the Giants, of course. You know, 07 and 2011, those 2 Super Bowls that Eli was able to win was straight out of momentum. And then if you look at this too, I want to say the Pittsburgh Steelers one year, I think they made like 8-8 or 9-7. They made it to the Super Bowl based off momentum. I'm just going to talk momentum now. I guess that's how the flavor of the conversation going. I want to say the Green Bay Packers. They won off momentum. They wasn't whooping everybody. You know what? They won the Super Bowl off of momentum. Got a chance to get into the playoff. And Aaron Rodgers was helped by the defense and things like that. Of course, you know, Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. He only got one more Super Bowl than Dak Prescott, right? But, you know, momentum is what I'm trying to say. Some teams can find ways to make it to the playoff. And once you get to the playoff, it's everything. That's why I say the New England Patriots, in that division, in that particular division, it's been an easy run for them, because they get a chance to get to the playoff because of their teams has been trash in that division. Now I know somebody can say, well, no, all of these teams are loaded, but no, not in New England land. But that's a story of a different day. That is the actual story of a different day. I want to say this though. this team, the Dallas Cowboys, if we can find ways to have that momentum or get that momentum, and maybe it'll be a spark where it's week 3 or week 4, Jerry Jones finally get into his senses and say, okay, we signed Ezekiel Elliott, and all of a sudden he's running like a mad child. Or it could be the young phenoms like the Tony Pollards, or somebody just hit us by surprise like the Mike Weaver. It's crazy how football can be now. Hey, Terrell Davis came from nowhere, and this was late 90s, right? Came from nowhere. Philip Lindsay came from nowhere. It's possible. Alvin Kamara, he was a 3rd round draft pick, something like that too. I mean, came from nowhere. Everybody was looking at it like, man. And I was saying on one of my videos, if you can find it, it was deep down there, where I was saying that we should draft Kamara, have a 1-2 punch instead of giving everything to Ezekiel Elliott. That would have been lights out for us then. So instead of, you know, Ezekiel Elliott does just about everything for us. And, you know, but that's a story of a different day, right? Or another day. Michael Gallup. We're going to switch over to Gallup talk, man. We're going to be galloping into these end zone. That's what I'm going to be like saying, like they MG13 galloping into the end zone. He catches the ball and pluck the ball out of the sky. You know, we're going to be doing that type of stuff this year. I really have strong faith in that. I'm about to say Alvin Kamara. I really have strong faith in Michael Gallup. I do. It's something about him that he attacks the ball while it's in the air. He plucks it out. He's a humble guy. I mean, he got all of the strengths and the character that you want. So do Amari Cooper. Got all of those traits, those things that you want. Not a me guy, quiet, subtle guy. I mean, he studies the playbook in and out. For crying out loud, Cowboy Nation. The boy plays chess while everybody else on their cell phones in the locker room or doing whatever. The boy is locked in. I just hope that his foot injury don't take him too much for a slow start, but I think that he's the type of guy that knows what he got to do to get things going, right? So I say all this to also bring up Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb got an axe to grind. He got an axe to grind. He got a point to prove out there. And he's a feisty guy. Quiet but subtle, too. I mean, just like Amari Cooper. Quiet but subtle. And his approach to the game is the same. And I like everything about it because he's not a diva, me guy. He's not one of those guys that try to, you know, leverage everything off from, hey, I want the attention to be on me. But he is a guy that will galvanize people, man. Who will cut you up on a dime, man, with those routes. So if you're not watching correctly, he will carve you up. And the thing is with that, is that I like that he comes from the mindset of, hey, I used to be a quarterback. So he knows how this process should go. That's what I like more so than anything, Cowboy Nation. For real, for real. I really like that part of Randall Cobb's situation, especially being on his team. And the thing is with the tight end play, I think that if Jarwin keep doing his deal, if Jarwin keep doing his responsibilities of playing out there, doing his deal, I really think that Jarwin can start having the coaching staff scratching their heads and say, okay, we love Old Reliable. We don't like Old Reliable. We love Old Reliable. And now we want to figure out a way. We really do. We want to figure out a way to put Jarwin on the field as the #1 tight end, opposed to Jason Witten. And just my thoughts, man. Just my thoughts. And we can look at it from this angle too, Cowboy Nation. I don't think that Jason Witten is going to be on his team next year. Do you? You guys agree? So when you add all of those things together and you start packaging everything out, you'll say, okay, this team, even though Ezekiel Elliott is not practicing, even though he's not out there, I have an inkling that he's going to figure out a way to get out there on the field. Jerry Jones is going to figure out something. But if we can look at this offensive line, Travis Frederick, I think that what last year's Madden ratings, and I know we're going to talk about Madden ratings, but got to talk about it, right? I think that he was the highest player on there, right? He didn't play a single snap last year. So there goes to show you that you missing the highest rating guy that's on your team from last year on the rating. Of course, I know his rating is not reality, but there's some production out of that. That's at least a +1 game that you're missing, or +2, who knows? I think that if the LA Rams didn't get inside pressure like they did against us on that last game that we played them, of course, in the playoff, Travis Frederick would at least held them back a little bit. Would have bolstered at least Ezekiel. It would have been a +2 or +3 more yards per carry on his total of Psalm. And you know, you just never know. All it takes is one play to take it to the house. Not calling Joe Looney trash, because he did a very serviceable job, but he's no Travis Frederick. Come on, let's be real about it. So we did all this talk to say this, that I'm enjoying the off season so far. It's just that we just got to get some small things into play, and I believe that it can all happen if we just continue to grind hard, Cowboy Nation. It will happen, Cowboys. All right, so I made it to my destination. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being part of the nation as we talk car talk, maybe car chronicles. This is not the final setup, but I'm trying to look for a device that I can put in my car, and so it won't be wavering. Maybe have it a little higher. I'm gonna let you guys be the guinea pig of it, you know. Let me know whether or not you like this video, Car Chronicles, or whatever name we should call it. I tell you what, I want you guys to be a part of it. So whoever have the best comment of what we should name this session, Car Vlogs, Car Chronicles, Law Talk, SUV Chronicle, SUV Whip Talk, whatever you want to call it, let me know. And that way we can, you know, proper name it, and we can get this vlog session going. Let me know. That's been my time. I really, really appreciate you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace. Oh man, I didn't hit record. Oh yes, I did. That would be funny, man. I did all this talking, I didn't hit record. Let me know, Cowboy Nation. Let me know. And if you know where I can find a good, I'm talking about a good mount, not where the heat and stuff falls off. I don't think the air conditioning vent thing works too. So let me know. Help a brother out. That's been my time again. Peace.